no matter how you go about it. Mazi Okechukwu Nkere, Omalicha Nwoke, the Biafran Republic Government and Exile Finance Minister, is humbly campaigning for global Biafran financial support for the purpose of Finland Convention, Biafran Defense Forces, and redeclaration-related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation movement. I also urge everyone to massively support more than ever, especially in these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafrans, let's come together and support our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is currently working tirelessly to hand over our freedom to us this year, 2024. Freedom is coming, yeah. Yo. Mazi Okechukwu Nkere. Salute every Biafran, especially. Yeah. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo no. Okechukwu kama. Onyamana gidi bakulo wunu. Okechukwu kama. Welu ndidi chukwu gazebele. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kama. Mazi Okechukwu Nkere nekelunu. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo no. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo na nyasi. Okechukwu kama. There is no magic to progress and success in life. Life gives back what you give to it. It takes a man who believes in himself to create wealth. So keep working hard and never lose hope in what you believe in. Ayakata. Life is not easy. Sigh. Make it take and judge. I want to use this special opportunity to recognize great Dim Odumegwu. I can't also forget General Philip Effiong. Okama Daloso. Come check no men on the ground. Umoma Kubigwe. Anyina Fuakolo. Airborne. De facto government in homeland. A special recognition to every Biafran who have been supporting from day one. May Elohim continue to flourish you in your different endeavors. This is Mazina Degano, Ohamadike, one of Biafra. Egadi. The Prime Minister, Obatobie, Okechukwu Nkere Simukelekio, Wokoma, Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo no. Okechukwu kama. Onyamana gidi bakulo wunu. Okechukwu kama. Welu ndidi chukwu gazebele. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kama. Mama biko yo lisa. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo no. Okechukwu kama. Okechukwu kaina yo na nyasi. Okechukwu kama. Ayole, ayiga kolole garole nuwole. Uwibole, chetakwa na lubofuo. 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4. Onye puru chi yuzo akwa no. Joy. Don't give up. One day It's so close. It's so close. Ogechukwu kama. Never you give up, no, no, no. Ogechukwu kama. Believe in your dreams, brother. Ogechukwu kama. Never you say no, 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 no. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kaina yon. Ogechukwu kama. Never you down your faith, no, no. Ogechukwu kama. Keep your head up, keep on fighting. Ogechukwu kama. Oyabala, oyabala, jodo. Ogechukwu kama. A big shout out to Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere. I salute you, my PM, Mazi Simon Bar. Life is sweet when you're patient. The greatest shout out goes to the media team, great talents. They won. Life is a process, no matter how you go about it. Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere, Omalicha Nwoke, the Biafra Republic Government and Exile Finance Minister, is humbly campaigning for global Biafran financial support for the purpose of Finland Convention, Biafran Defense Forces, and redeclaration-related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation movement. I also urge everyone to massively support more than ever, especially in these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafrans, let's come together and support our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Bar, who is currently working tirelessly to hand over our freedom to us this year, 2024. Freedom is coming, yeah, yeah. Yo, 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 yo. Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere. Salute every Biafran, especially. Yeah, yeah. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kaina yo, no, 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 no. Ogechukwu kama. Onyamana gidi gidi bakulo wunu. Ogechukwu kama. Welu ndidi chukwu kasebele. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kama. Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere nekelunu. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kaina yo, no, no, no. Ogechukwu kama. Ogechukwu kaina yo na nyasi. Ogechukwu kama. There is no magic to progress and success in life. Life gives back what you give to it. It takes a man who believes in himself to create wealth. So keep working hard and never lose hope in what you believe in. Ayakata. Life is not easy. Sigh. Make it take and judge. I want to use this special opportunity to recognize great Dim Odumegwu. I can't also forget General Philip Effiong. Okama Daloso. Come check up on men underground. Umoma Kubigwe. Anyina Fuakolu. Airborne. De facto government in homeland. A special recognition to every Biafran who have been supporting from day one. May Elohim continue to flourish you in your different endeavors. He says, Mazina de Gano, Ohamadike, one of Biafra. The Prime Minister, Obatobie, Ogechukwu Nkere Simukelekio. Wokoma Ogechio Ogechukukama Ogechukukaina yo no Ogechukukama Onyamana gidi gidi bakulo wunu Ogechukukama Welu ndidi chukuka sebele Ogechukukama Ogechio Ogechukukama Mama biko yobolisa Ogechukukama Ogechukukaina yo no Ogechukukama Ogechukukanyina yo na nyasi Ogechukukama Ayole ayiga kono le garole nu Uwi bole Cheta kwana ndubo fuo 1 + 1 is 2 2 + 2 is 4 Onye puru chi uzo akwa no Don't give up when it's so close. It's so close. Ogechukukama. Never you give up, no. Ogechukukama. Believe in your dreams, brother. Ogechukukama. Never you say no. Ogechukukama. 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 Never you down your faith, no. Ogechukukama. Keep your head up, keep on fighting, Ogechukukama. Ayabala, Ogechukukama. A big shout out to Mazi Ogechukukere. I salute you, my PM, Mazi Simoniba. Life is sweet when you're patient. The greatest shout out goes to the media team, great talents. They won. Life is a process. No matter how you go about it. Mazi Ogechukukere, Omalicha Woke, the Biafra Republic Government Exile Finance Minister, is humbly campaigning for global Biafran financial support for the purpose of Finland Convention, Biafran Defense Forces, and redeclaration-related activities. I appreciate all Biafrans who have been supporting our liberation movement. I also urge everyone to massively support more than ever, especially in these critical times. Oh, my fellow lovely great Biafrans, let's come together and support our Prime Minister Mazi Simoniba, who is currently working tirelessly to hand over our freedom to us this year 2024. Freedom is coming, yeah. Yo. Mazi Ogechukukere. Salute every Biafran, especially. Yeah. Ogechukukama. Ogechukukaina yo no. Ogechukukama. Onyamana gidi bakulo wunu. Ogechukukama. Welu ndidi chukuka sebele. Ogechukukama. Ogechio. Ogechukukama. Mazi Ogechukukere nekelunu. Ogechukukama. Ogechukukaina yo no. Ogechukukama. Ogechukukanyina yo na nyasi. Ogechukukama. There is no magic to progress and success in life. Life gives back what you give to it. It takes a man who believes in himself to create wealth. So keep working hard and never lose hope in what you believe in. Ayakata. Life is not easy. Sigh. Make you take and judge. I want to use this special opportunity to recognize great Dim Odmegojuku. I can't also forget General Philip Effiong. Okama Daloso. Come Chitapa no men on the ground. Umoma Kubigwe. Anyina Fuakolo. Airborne. De facto government in homeland. A special recognition to every Biafran who have been supporting from day one. May Elohim continue to flourish in your different endeavors. This is Mazinam de Gano, Ohamadike, one of Biafra. Egadi. The Prime Minister, Obatobie, Ogechuku Keresimu Kelekio. Wokoma, Ogechuku Kama, Ogechuku Kaina, no. Ogechuku Kama, Onyamana Gidi Bakulo, Ogechuku Kama, Welundi Chuku Gazebele, Ogechuku Kama, Ogechuku Kama, Mama Biko Yobolisa, Ogechuku Kama, Ogechuku Kaina, no. Ogechuku Kama, Ogechuku Kaina, Yona Yasi, Ogechuku Kama. Ayole, Ayiga Kolole Garole nu, Ubi Bole, Chetakwana Lubafua. 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4. Onye puru chi yuzo akwa no. Joy. Don't give up. One day he's so close. Ogechuku Kama, never you give up, no. Ogechuku Kama, believe in your dreams, brother. Ogechuku Kama, never you say no. Ogechuku Kama, Ogechuku Kaina yon. Ogechuku Kama, never you down your faith, no. Ogechuku Kama, keep your head up, keep on fighting. Ogechuku Kama, Oyabala Jodo. Ogechuku Kama. A big shout out to Mazi Ogechuku Kere. I salute you, my peer, Mazi Simoniba. Life is sweet when you're patient. The greatest shout out goes to the media team, great talents. They won.
I did not jump in. I did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. They came to my house just to kill me. He not jump in. And the Igbo man did not jump in. Your own Nigerian army just to see me there. Your own cause said a defendant did not jump bail. Defendant did not jump bail. And he my witnesses in court to testify in Abuja. Oh, your uncle ruling my Lord. He did not jump. Igbo man does not run. Igbo man must not jump your bail. Your uncle, my Lord, said that he did not jump bail. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of United Nations.
Extradition from Kenya.
Your uncle, my Lord, I am dead already, yes, dead already. The only thing that can bring me back is Biafra. This life is meaningless without freedom, real freedom.
Biafra,
African man,
freedom, Igbo nation.
Biafra. Oh, rise up like the rising sun, Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum,
Let them go.
referendum. Now is African man, freedom. Oh, Nigeria, uncle ruling my Lord, my Lord. Your uncle, my Lord, I did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run. Real man no jump bail. Why thou prosecute me, my Lord? Why persecute an innocent man, my Lord? There is God, oh yes, there is a God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump bail. Yes, I did not jump bail. Jump bail. Jump bail. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Lekito get style, Lekito get style. Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me dead. Oh, I saw it. Defender,
Self-defender, did not jump in.
I did not jump in.
Stand tall, I stand firm.
To defend myself, Nigeria, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bill. They came to kill, oh, extra rendition. I did not jump your bill. I did not jump your bill. Yes, there is God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump it. Yes, I did not jump it. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Like it all gets started.
Let it all get style. Let it all get style.
Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me there.
Oh, I sigh.
It's a defender, self-defender. I did not jump in. I stand tall, I stand firm to defend myself. Nigeria, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bill. They came to kill, oh, did not jump bail. I did not jump bail. Yes, I did not jump bail. They came to my house just to kill me, to kill me.
Did not jump bail.
And the Igbo man did not jump bail. Your own Nigerian army just to see me there. Oh, your own court said that defendant did not jump bail. Defendant did not jump bail. I need my witnesses in court to testify in Abuja. Oh, your own court ruling my lord, he did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run. Igbo man must not jump your bail. Your own court man said that he did not jump bail. My lord, my lord, my lord. I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of United Nations.
Extradition from Kenya.
Your own court, my lord, I am dead already, yes, dead already. The only thing that can bring me back is Biafra.
Igbo nation.
This life is meaningless without freedom, real freedom.
Biafra.
African man,
Freedom. Igbo nation.
Biafra. Oh, rise up like the rising sun, Nigeria, Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum,
Let them go.
referendum. Now is African man, freedom. Oh, Nigeria, own court ruling, my lord, my lord. Your own court, my lord, I did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run, real man no jump bail. Why thou prosecute me, my lord? Why persecute an innocent man, my lord? There is God, oh yes, there is a God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump bail. Yes, I did not jump bail. Jump bail. Jump bail. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Lekito get style, Lekito get style. Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me dead. Oh, I saw it, I saw it.
I saw you said.
Defender,
Self-defender. Did not jump bail.
I did not jump bail.
Stand tall and stand firm.
To defend myself, Nigeria, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bail. They came to kill, oh, extra rendition.
Extra rendition.
I did not jump your bail. I did not jump your bail. Yes, there is God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump bail. Yes, I did not jump bail.
Jump bail.
They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Like it all gets tired.
Make it all get style. Make it all get style.
Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me there.
Oh, I saw it.
Beside
I saw it.
the defender, self-defender.
Yeah, jump bail.
I did not jump bail. I stand tall, I stand firm. defend myself. I did it, I obey your own court order. I did not jump the bail. They came to kill Lord. Extra rendition. Extra rendition. I did not jump your bed.
Mommy, you did not jump though. You did not.
You did not jump your bed.
I did not jump it. I did not jump it. Yes, I did not jump it. They came to my house just to kill me, to kill me.
Did not jump it.
And the Igbo man did not jump it. Your whole Nigerian army just to see me there. Your own court said a defendant did not jump bail. Defendant did not jump bail. I need my witnesses in court to testify in Abuja. Oh, your own court ruling my law. He did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run. Not jump your bail. Your own God, man, said that he did not jump bail. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of the United Nations.
Extra rendition from Kenya.
Your own God, my Lord, I am dead already, yes, dead already. The only thing that can bring me back is Biafra.
Igbo nation.
This life is meaningless without freedom, real freedom.
Biafra.
African man.
Freedom. Igbo nation.
Biafra. Oh, rise up like the rising sun. Nigeria, Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum.
Let them go.
Referendum. Now is African man, freedom. Oh, Nigeria, your own call ruling, my Lord, my Lord. Your own call, my Lord. I did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run. Real man no jump bail. Why thou prosecute me, my Lord? Why persecute an innocent man, my Lord? There is God, oh yes, there is a God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump bail. Yes, I did not jump bail. Jump bail. Jump bail. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Lekito get style, Lekito get style. Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me dead. Oh, I saw it. Defender,
Self-defender. Did not jump bail.
I did not jump bail.
Stand tall and stand firm.
To defend myself, Nigeria, obey your own.
All right, the hour is here, and we all know the reason why we are here today. We are here for our freedom because it's our right. And today is our first congressional briefly. And we have our special guest here. We Biafrans are familiar with who he is. He's someone who advocates for freedom, human rights, and also religious rights. We have our special guest, Marco Ruby. And Marco Ruby is Senior Fellow, American Enterprise Institute. Thank you, Marco.
Thank you very much, Mr. Acting Prime Minister. I don't need, first of all, it's good to see Biafra represented so well in Washington, D.C. Unlike in Nigeria, and unlike in Finland, we're not going to arrest dissidents. I'm a historian by training, and especially with this audience, we don't need to tell you that Biafra may have redeclared its independence, but it is a long history. And if we count the maps that European merchants, geographers, and other travelers made dating back to the 17th century, then Biafra is actually older than the United States of America. We're not talking about a so-called secession. We're talking about decolonization. And when we look at Africa today, we must recognize that the problem of colonialism is no longer based in London and in Paris. It's based in places like Abuja and Lagos. The fact of the matter is, and for that matter, Yaoundé as well, the fact of the matter is that we are witnessing a second wave of decolonization in Africa right now. Biafra, Amazonia, Somaliland are at the front line of a struggle for freedom. Religious freedom, as well as simply personal, economic freedom, political freedom. The fact of the matter is, though, when we talk about that front line of colonialism, Biafra, Amazonia, Somaliland, we're also talking about a response to genocide. The fact of the matter is, when we look at the modern history of Biafra, and we see some of the key figures represented on this podium, and it's so appropriate that we're sitting here in a room dedicated to Veterans Affairs, to honor the veterans of the Biafra struggle. The fact of the matter is that they did not start the struggle for Biafran rights. Nigeria did. Nigeria has agency. They have decision-making. No one forced Nigeria to undertake the pogroms of 1966. That was a decision that was made in Lagos. And what we have seen, the struggle for freedom in Biafra, is a natural response to the repression, which is now more than 60 years old inside Nigeria, especially with regard to Biafra. Now, we can talk about genocide. And unfortunately, what has occurred in Biafra in the late 1960s and so forth, isn't the only case of genocide that the 20th century has seen. But what makes the history and the recognition of the Biafran genocide so important is this. When the Jews suffered the Holocaust, Germany afterwards acknowledged the Holocaust. The ideology that led to Nazism became stigmatized. Yes, there are still Nazis today, but it is an ideology which is outside the realm of acceptable belief. The problem with genocide denial isn't simply a denial of fact, a denial of history. But when you don't acknowledge the genocide, then what you're actually doing is throwing a life raft to the ideology upon which that genocide occurred. So when you have someone like the late Muhammadu Buhari, whose hands were covered in blood from the events of the Biafra genocide, rise to the presidency of Nigeria without anyone acknowledging his role, that simply perpetrates and legitimizes that genocide. Now, when it comes to genocide denial, I also have this to say. When people debate foreign policy in the United States, one of the progressive slogans that we hear time and time again is no blood for oil. Well, I have a message for Alexander Stubb. No genocide for oil. Finland has been a disgrace. Stubb has kowtowed to Turkey at the expense of the Kurds, at the expense of other dissidents, for the sake of getting Turkey to lift its de facto veto for Finland's NATO membership. Now he's kowtowing to the Nigerian government by arresting Simon Ekpa for the sole reason of advocating against genocide and of providing, frankly, at this point, the only reasonable way forward given the actions of the Nigerian state. Now, we can't engage in wishful thinking, and unfortunately that has been the problem in the United States. I would argue that Europe is more engaged in a cynicism, where they simply want Nigeria's oil, and let's be frank, it's not Nigeria's oil. It's Biafra's oil, the Delta region and so forth. The fact of the matter is they feel it's easier to have a relationship with a dictator, and they're going to look the other way. Never let the Europeans pretend that they stand as a representative of human rights when they act in such a cynical, racist, and way that is so contrary to life, liberty, justice, freedom, political rights. The fact of the matter is the Europeans need to be called out each and every day for that. Finland, especially. Now, I would go so far as saying Finland doesn't deserve the plaudits that so many people, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, tend to ascribe to Scandinavian powers. I would today argue that through its actions behind the scenes, by laundering the Nigerian government, by allowing, by cynically using this mantle which it had developed over decades as a protector of human rights, that Finland has become one of the most cynical promoters of human rights abuses, on par with Russia, with China, and with others. The only difference is Russia and China are much more open about what they're doing. Finland thinks they can have it both ways. Now, when it comes to the United States, however, the United States isn't blameless. We have two problems here. The first is the problem of the American perception of history. Whether you're Republican, whether you're Democrat, I don't care. And the fact of the matter is Biafra, like Cyprus, like India, should be a bipartisan cause. There's nothing partisan about freedom and liberty. And I say that as someone who personally is a Republican, but I was a Congressional Black Caucus Foundation Fellow, working for the late Congressman Bill Gray. who was a Democrat. So I say this not just as wishful thinking, but someone who truly believes in the importance of principle and its triumph over cynical partisanship. But let's face it, both the Republicans and the Democrats have a problem, and American society in general, and that's our general ignorance of history. In our own political culture, whether it's a Republican coming in after years of Democratic power or a Democrat coming in after years of Republican power, there's a tendency to believe that history is only 4 or 8 years long, and that every president who enters the Oval Office or Secretary of State who enters that 7th floor of their office of the Dwight D. Eisenhower building in Foggy Bottom, that they can somehow have a tabula rasa, that the past doesn't matter. Well, let me set the record straight. The past does matter. The past can't be forgotten. And we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for repeated efforts to work within the system, only to be crushed by Nigerian corruption, Nigerian dictatorship, and Nigerian cynicism. And if I may, Nigerian religious animosity on the parts of some sectarian communities. Now, one problem, of course, is then that U.S. historical ignorance, and this is where it's so important for the Biafrans to really rally, to meet with Democrats, to meet with Republicans, not to meet and spend all those times meeting with those who agree with you, but actually concentrating their efforts on those who disagree. The fact of the matter is, Americans need an education in history, and they need an education in history quickly, because the price of American ignorance is going to be tragedy and more killings in Biafra. Now, that's one problem. The other problem is the tendency of the United States to engage in wishful thinking. There are 2 types of ambassadors that the State Department sends abroad. And I'm not talking about professional ambassadors, civil service, foreign service versus political appointees. There's some good political appointees, there's some bad political appointees, and the same thing is true with the professional foreign service. But among ambassadors, however they get their job, there's 2 general styles. One style, and we've seen this too often in Nigeria, and I can name other places where we've seen this, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Somalia as well, takes an ambassador, and that ambassador believes that the best way to represent American interests is to ingratiate themselves to a dictator, to have zero tension with that dictator, and that oftentimes means amplifying that dictator's propaganda, his rhetoric, to his face. Well, the State Department should realize and should recognize that dictators have no shortage of sycophants. It shouldn't be the job of American ambassadors to join the sycophants. George Shultz, the Reagan-era Secretary of State, was famous when a new ambassador was appointed. He would bring them up to his office, which was an elegant room, not unlike this which we're standing in the U.S. Congress. And he had a big globe next to his desk. And he would always ask the ambassador appointee, point to your country on the globe. And if they pointed to Nigeria, or they pointed to France, or they pointed to Burma, or they pointed to Pakistan, God help them, he would point to the United States and say, this is your country. You never forget it. When we send ambassadors abroad, their job should be to speak truth to power. It shouldn't be to kowtow to a dictator. And if that means calling out Nigeria for its abuses in Biafra, for its abuses of religious freedom, so be it. It may mean you're not going to get invited as the ambassador to this reception or that state dinner. Well, that's the price of being an ambassador and being truthful. Your job isn't to make a dictator feel good. It's to promote American interests as a U.S. ambassador. And one of the top American interests is religious freedom. The reason why religious freedom should be such a top priority is it really is the canary in the coal mine. It really is the metric by which to see whether a dictator's rhetoric and actions meet. When former Secretary of State Antony Blinken went to Nigeria and he met with the late Muhammadu Buhari, and he removed Nigeria from the religious freedom watch list, that was wishful thinking. It didn't make Nigeria a better place. It didn't stop the killings in Biafra. It didn't stop the killings elsewhere in Nigeria. All it did was signal to the Nigerian government that they could quite literally get away with murder. Wishful thinking has consequence. The United States also needs not to believe its own spin and not to try to force, cynically use the Biafran issue to advance its other causes. So, for example, I don't know how many times I've talked to people who are partial to the Nigerian government in the United States and will accept the Nigerian lies. And they will say that what we see happening in the Southeast has nothing to do with religious hatred, with religious intolerance on the part of the Nigerian government. It's all about climate change. Let me tell you this, and I've actually said this to the State Department. Climate change does not charter buses in order to ship Fulani militiamen into Biafra to kill Christians. That's not China, that's not climate change. That's ethnic cleansing. That's religious hatred, that's sectarian cleansing. American wishful thinking isn't polite. It doesn't make diplomacy easier. It simply gets people killed. And this is also why it's so important for the Biafran people to rise up and not only work to establish their freedom in Biafra, to reestablish their country. It's also important for them to educate Americans. Now, as many of you know, my background and what I did when I worked at the Pentagon actually focused much more in Middle East history. That's what my PhD is in, and so forth. And having worked for more than 2 decades on issues that have some parallels, let me say this, and this may be controversial to say, Nigeria can't always be the enemy. And the reason I say this is, while Biafra must be free, there can be no compromise on it. At the same time, an independent Biafra is only going to thrive when Nigeria, its neighbor, is at peace with itself and with its neighbors. The fact of the matter is, the Biafrans are an engine of democracy. They were always historically the intellectual capital, the economic capital of Nigeria when they were under Nigerian occupation. But at the same time, they have a role not only to win freedom for Biafrans, but that freedom is only going to be confirmed when Nigerians also win their freedom, when corruption no longer governs Nigeria, and when the Nigerian military and Nigerian politicians don't cynically use religion in order to advance their own Swiss bank accounts. This is important, and this is a conversation, for example, it's understandable that you focus on Biafra, but this is an example which I've had conversations in the past with Iraqi presidents and prime ministers, and Kurdish presidents and prime ministers, and there's a recognition, despite the century-long struggle of the Kurds, the so-called largest people without a nation, to win their freedom, to win their independence. Many of them have also come to recognize that that independence is going to take real reform instead of ruin for their neighbor next door. I've had this conversation with the Cypriots and the Greeks, vis-a-vis Turkey as well. Turkey is a problem today, and Turkey is a problem which is going to work with the Nigerian government in order to kill Biafrans. But at the same time, what the Greeks and the Cypriots will tell you is, while today Turkey acts like an enemy, there can only be true peace once Turkey fundamentally reforms. And so it's important when you speak and when you advocate for your cause, not only to promote the freedom for Biafra, but to argue and to recognize that Biafran freedom is going to be symbiotic. It's going to bring stability to the region. Biafra is going to be a model, not only for Biafra, it's going to be a model for Nigeria, so that Nigeria can get its act together, even as Nigeria heads towards the precipice. No one wants to, let me put it this way, many of you are familiar with the American satirical newspaper, The Onion. I remember a headline in that satirical newspaper after Russia invaded Georgia in 2008. It was a fake announcement by Condoleezza Rice, the Secretary of State, who was arguing that U.S. position is that no American allies should border Russia because it was just too difficult. The fact of the matter is, she was warning allies not to border Russia as if they have a choice. The fact of the matter is, it's in no one's interest. It's always going to be a problem for occupied Biafra and for independent Biafra to border a failed state, to border an irredentist state, to border an aggressive military dictatorship. Independent Biafra is going to need to recognize that as Nigeria fails, and let's face it, today it's a failing state. It's a building, it's a 10-story building that's ridden with termites. The fact of the matter is that every military leader inside Nigeria is going to try to distract their own Nigerian public by trying to whip up a frenzy against Biafra. So on one hand, you need to be prepared for that. And you recognize this because this is your history. But on the other hand, if there can be fundamental reform in Nigeria, then ultimately you will thrive and be the most prosperous country in Africa. Now, the other point I need to make, and this is not for the people here, but some of the people abroad, is that when you talk to Americans, especially non-Biafran Americans like myself, like congressmen and so forth, I am honored here to be with the acting Prime Minister. I hope someday to be with the non-acting Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, as well, if he's ever sprung from his Finnish dungeon. But the fact of the matter is, as an American, as someone who obviously has no Nigerian heritage, it's not my job or my concern to decide who the leader of Biafra is. You ask any American like me, any white American, who cares about human rights, who cares about Biafran liberty, what I would say is, when Biafra becomes independent, all these disputes will fall by the wayside because you have monitored democratic elections. But if anyone starts to attack other Biafrans in the presence of European politicians, American politicians, United Nations diplomats, they are essentially creating treason against Biafra. Because what you're doing is giving evidence to your enemies that Biafra isn't serious. Now, let me give you one example. When I came to Washington and began working in foreign policy in 1999, one of the first people I met was a gentleman named Barham Saleh. He was the Washington representative of the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan. Now, the Kurds, I've referenced before, they're split between 4 different countries, so Biafra's a little bit luckier in this. At the same time, the Kurds in Iraq, in northern Iraq, are divided between 2 major political parties. One was Jalal Talabani's Patriotic Union of Kurdistan. The other was Masoud Barzani's Kurdistan Democratic Party. And between 1994 and 1997, these 2 Kurdish parties fought a civil war. To suggest that anger among the Kurds wasn't high would be an understatement. They hated each other's guts. 2,000 people remain missing to this day from that civil war in northern Iraq between the Kurdish parties. And again today, that region is essentially divided. Barham Saleh had a rule as the representative of one of the 2 Kurdish parties in Washington, D.C. His rule was, I will talk Kurdish politics to other Kurds, but I will never talk Kurdish politics when someone else is in the room. Because the only message that Washington needs to hear is Kurdistan must be free. The only message that Washington must hear today is that Biafra must be free. Decisions with regard to the leadership of Biafra are going to be made by Biafrans themselves. But the most important issue for everyone, whether they are legitimate or frankly whether they are illegitimate, is that Biafra must be free. Don't tweet against your political adversaries. Take the high road. Don't talk about your rivals to congressional staffers. And if your rivals talk about you, you may feel that it does you a disadvantage. Let me assure you, it does not. If the acting prime minister, if the acting cabinet are the ones who are speaking softly and achieving things, creating a new currency, creating the structures of state, ultimately every serious congressman, like Chris Smith, like Mark, one of the most important staffers on Capitol Hill, they are going to recognize you for what you are. Because only amateurs talk about their rivals. Those who are legitimate, those who are serious, those who are here today are the people who advance their cause. And make no mistake, momentum is on your side. So I speak here today, and I'm concluding my remarks right now, by thanking you for your activism, by welcoming you to the halls of Congress, where you are free to talk to anyone, and you don't need to risk arrest, because again, your words we're not in Finland. We don't have to talk about the Helsinki standard. The fact of the matter is, I hope to be here when the United Nations General Assembly recognizes Biafra as the 55th or 56th African state. And I have absolutely no doubt that I turn the floor back over to the acting prime minister.
Please, can we give a hand of applause? He is a true friend of humanity, not just Biafra. He fights for me, he fights for you, he fights for the global community. And he is a kind of one we need, so that we can have a safer world and a better world, a world that will be great again. Thank you. Acting Prime Minister. I'm here acting on behalf of His Excellency Mazi Simon Edward. As we are fighting for our freedom, we are making history and we tell our story to the world. And this is the first Biafra Congressional briefing. If I tell you, you won't believe. Nigerian government, they protest to stop this hearing today. They protest. They have not started protesting. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you. It is an honor to speak today during this historical congressional briefing on Biafra, the first in modern times. I want to thank Michael Ruby, which we are just giving hand of applause now before, of the American Enterprise Institute for his unwavering support and friendship to the Biafran people. Today, I will provide a broad overview of Biafra issue for all those watching. Nigeria is oil-rich country. When we say Nigeria, it's Biafran oil. Marco just on his speech, he made it clear. It's Biafran oil and a continent power in Africa. It is a multi-ethnic, multi-language, and multi-religious country with a population of about over 200 million people. There are three major ethnic groups: the Igbo, the Yoruba, and the Hausa Fulani, and 250 other smaller ethnic groups. The Hausa Fulani are predominantly Muslim and live in the northern Sahara of part of Nigeria. The Yoruba who live in the southwest are split almost even between Muslim and Christian. The Igbos, along with related tribes, whom we refer to as Biafras, the interface of this submission, inhabit the southeast part of Nigeria, which is Biafra, and we are no longer Nigeria. We don't identify ourselves as Nigeria. We are Biafra. Part of Nigeria, which is combined population of over the Biafrans population and over 70 million. Biafrans are predominantly Christians and traditional worshippers, with constituencies also practicing Judaism. Their land is blessed with human and mineral resources, including vast hydrocarbon. Biafrans are very commercially inclined, industrious, and are given to scholarly and professionally pursuit in addition to their first nature of gifted martialized. They have an established grassroots democracy order known as the Omunna system, which is still practiced to this day, before the advent of colonization. They are very republican and egalitarian in nature and coexist peacefully with their neighbors, including northern Nigeria and Cameroon. Prior to their amalgamation with the rest of Nigeria in 1914, Biafra then, there was no single massacre of Biafras anywhere in pre-amalgamation in the so-called Nigeria. This is noteworthy. The first start of this program that was levied on Biafrans, particularly the Igbos, among them happened in 1948 in northern Nigeria, where Biafrans were, without any justification, massacred just for being Biafra or merely looking like one, pivoting on false narrative of the so-called Igbo coup, an Igbo plot to dominate Nigeria. Nigeria's military officers and the police and notable civilians, mostly from the north, planned and executed the Biafrans. Over 3 million Biafrans were murdered between 29th May 1966 and 12th January 1970. And had the Biafrans not resisted by unilaterally declaring its independence, the massacre would have been incalculable and more horrendous. There is credible evidence that sectional Nigeria provoked the Nigerian Civil War as a cover-up to accomplish the genocide that they have begun against Biafra. Generally, and the Igbos in particular, as far back as 1948 in northern Nigeria, the difference this time was to take it to their homeland, where they had fled and taken refuge under the Hitler-declared Republic of Biafra, a nation born in dire necessity and desperation to survive a genocide. The following aspect from recent declassified U.S. Embassy diplomatic dispatch of the era on the program and the war that follows is instructive, and it states that the North was minded to use the war as a tool to resort its dominance of natural affairs. Malan Gagu Damboa, regional editor of Morning Post, told the American consul in Cairo, "No one should kid himself that this is a fight between the East and the rest of the Nigeria. It is a fight between the North and the Igbos." The scale of the carnage was such that had the Roman or International Criminal Court statutes been enacted, Nigeria's entire military leadership and its top civilians enablers would have been prosecuted for genocide and crime against humanity, for orchestrating the destruction of Biafrans in whole or in substantial part because of their ethnicity. And to make it worse, those that oversaw the genocide and their natural political successor continue to control Nigeria and thus ensure that no accountability was exacted for a crime of such shocking scale. And to date, no apology or remorse has emanated from official Nigeria or any of the prime state actors. It is this state of affairs and the post-war political suppression of Biafra that grandfathered the insurgency of Biafra agitation in recent times. The modern-day Biafra independent movement surfaced in 1999 with the creation of movement of the actualization of sovereign state of Biafra, Mazur, in 1999 by Chief Owazurike, in 2012 by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a protege of Chief Owazurike, then created the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, in 2012, which became the predominant Biafra independence organization. Post-war agitation for Biafra and support for IPOB accelerated in late 2015 when former President Muhammad Buhari systematically embarked on widespread anti-Igbo policies, coupled with his open toleration of Fulani Islamic terror that was breaching the northern reach of the Igbo land. It was in the face of this that the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB and the idea of Biafra government in exile gained much traction as protector and defender of the people that have been detained by the government of the day of Nigeria. It is to be noted that virtually all of us present at the vanguard of pursuing for Biafra were born after Nigeria Civil War ended in 1970. So in our renewed quest for Biafra, we are not driven by any sense of personal loss of the war, revenge or bitterness, but by instead a sense that our people are being mistreated badly and are beginning in again becoming the victim of another crippled genocide. Vast majority of the Biafrans share the same view, even so, quietly because of fear of retribution by the Nigerian government or other non-state actor in alliance with the government. Amnesty International reports that since the advent of the former Buhari administration in 2015, Nigerian insecurity forces have killed more than thousands of Biafra and wounded many more while they held peaceful protests against the killing and for self-determination. Amnesty International says that many of those pro-Biafra protesters were shot and killed in their sleep, and others while they gathered in churches to pray. Many of the protesters were shot and killed from behind while they tried to escape. Contemporaries country report released by the United States Department confirmed such of this, particularly the Nigerian government declaration of IPOB as a terrorist organization in October 2017, which gave a dubious legal cover to Nigeria's security forces to resort extrajudicial killing of Biafra perceived by self-determination agitator or members of IPOB. As such, as you are reading this, the other killings of Biafra by the Fulani Islamic terrorists is ongoing as we speak. The killing have not stopped to date, especially in the northern boundary of Igbo land, such that several innocent villagers were murdered in Ebonyi State in February 2025. Igbo communities to bury their brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters almost every month. And after times, the violence is maliciously and falsely attributed to unknown government or faceless Biafran separatists. In the face of all this, and in the perception that rogue elements of the security forces are complicit, the Biafran government in exile emerged as beacon of hope for Biafrans that have become distrustful of the government. It bears mentioning that when the agitation for Biafra accelerated in late 2015, the response of Nigerian government was disappointingly non-pragmatic. Instead of acknowledging the burgeoning popularity of the agitation and take bona fide measures to contain it through constructive engagement or dialogue, the government went wide with deadly and extrajudicial law enforcement action that backfired by fueling the agitation to levels not seen since the end of the Civil War in 1970. This misguided law enforcement action turned a dangerous corner and boomeranged when the government went rogue by extraordinary rendition of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafran leader from Kenya, in late June 2021. No doubt this is an avoidable overreaction that has composed Nigeria's legal system, triggered the international legal order against Nigeria, and bettered the government-driven insecurity that have rocked southeast Nigeria, which is Biafra land, to this day. In between, Fulani Islamic terrorists have capitalized on the situation to disquiet southeast Nigeria to no end. After Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegal kidnapping, one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu protege, Finland-based Biafran activist, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa, took charge of the Biafra independence movement and created the Biafra Republic government in Ezra Brgie, of which he is the Prime Minister. As the next illustration of the Biafra independent movement, the Brigade has galvanized the support of the Biafran population and has engaged in high-level dialogue in Washington, D.C. with U.S. government officials. Furthermore, Brigade organized a self-referendum in which more than 50 million Biafrans voted in favor of independence. Brigade held an independence convention in Lahti, Finland, which started November 29 to December 2, 2024, in which Brigade declared the independence of Biafra on December 2, 2024. December 2, 2024, Biafra was redeclared. The government of Nigeria, according to Mr. Ekpa, has orchestrated 5 assassination attempts against his life. After allegedly failing to assassinate Mr. Ekpa, the government of Nigeria successfully pressured the government of Finland to arrest Mr. Ekpa in November 2024 on political motivated charges. The government of Finland then issued an indictment against Mr. Ekpa, as well as subsequent conviction, which demonstrate the political nature of the persecution at the instigation of government of Nigeria. The indictment by Finland, issued in May of 2025, alleged that Mr. Ekpa participated and supported a terrorist organization, even though pro-Biafra organizations are not designated as terrorist group in Finland or anywhere in the European Union. In fact, the only country in the world where pro-Biafra organization, in fact, the only country in the world where pro-Biafra organization we are designated is in Nigeria. For the government of Finland to accept that the Finnish citizen holding political position regarding internal policy matters within Nigeria is somehow a criminal offense in Finland is a nonsensical and absurd, and demonstrate that Finland is engaging in a political motivated prosecution. Nigeria conduct toward both Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa demonstrate transnational repression. At the moment, the issue of Biafra, the insecurity in southeast Nigeria, which is Biafra land, and all the unpleasant aftermath cannot be resolved while the federal government of Nigeria persists in detention of Mazi Kanu, while Finland persists in detention of Mazi Simon Ekpa, and Biafrans continue to be marginalized. On this basis of foregoing, we must respectfully suggest the following to the U.S. government. 1, we urge the United States government to invoke the Global Magnitsky Human Rights Accountability Act Summit 5 of Title S 11 of 114-28328 to identify and impose travel and financial restriction on all officials of the federal government of Nigeria and any Nigerian non-state actor implicated in the killing of Biafrans, Christians in their homeland in southeast Nigeria, which is Biafra land. We urge United States government, including through targeted sanction and or tariff, to pressure the government of Nigeria to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and allow him a safe passage out of Nigeria. 3, we urge the United States government to pressure the government of Finland regarding its political motivated trial and conviction against pro-Biafra active Simon Ekpa. 4, we urge the United States government to deny all bilateral assistance and visa to officials of the government of Nigeria if it continues to engage in transnational repression against pro-Biafra activists, and if Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continue to be held in detention. Consequently, Biafra through Brgie are ready to engage with the international community, include the United States of America government, especially in seeking to establish a newly independent Biafran state. The Brigade is willing to engage in deal-making with U.S. government and come to economic defense and security agreement with the United States. Biafrans represented by Brgie are willing to negotiate with the U.S. in reciprocity and in anticipation for specific demand, interest and expectation of the U.S. recent event in Sub-Saharan Africa have created a compelling need for United States of America to get involved in the Gulf of Guinea. There is no better opportunity than that presented by the Biafra. For example, Biafra can be an ideal place for U.S. military base, as well as seaport. Biafra can also be host to African installations. Biafra can be a close ally of the United States and purveyor of Western interests in the region, as well as a bulwark against Islamic terrorists and extremists. This is important now more than ever, given the loss of key U.S. military bases in Sahel countries, as well as the Nigerian government's ever closer relations with United States adversaries, a United States designated Islamic terrorist organization. In addition, Nigeria's persecution of Christians continues to worsen and further adds to the case of independent homeland for Nigeria. Christian population, just as U.S. recognized of Somalia, present great benefit to U.S. strategic interest in East Africa. Similarly, Biafra can present opportunities along similar lines for the U.S. in West Africa. We hope today's historical briefing will provide a precedent for further diplomatic engagement. And before I say thank you, we believe that we have sent our message, and we are damn serious for our freedom. We'll continue fighting. Our freedom is our right. No one else can do it better for us than us. And we are sending message to the world, especially the United States of America. We appreciate the opportunity and the privilege they have given us to voice out so that they can do what is right. We believe they are listening. We believe very soon we'll be having more diplomatic engagement with the United States of America, the leader of the free world. Thank you.
What do you do?
having some question and answer, and we have some witnesses that will be asking questions about the current situation, what is happening in Biafra land, if it is suitable for them, if it is that what they want, do they deserve to live better than what is happening here today? We are glad to be here, and this is the beginning of our hearing in Washington, D.C. We believe that U.S. government, they are watching, they are listening, they are following, even if the members of the Congress, the ones that are not here, they are watching, so they know what we are doing and what is going on. I will call on Mazia Bobi. Yeah.
Greetings, everyone. Greetings, Biafrans who are here present. First of all, I want to appreciate everyone for being here. It's not easy. It is only a man who seeks for freedom that goes knocking on all doors. Because every locked door against each and every one of us is a locked door against millions of Biafrans. Especially millions of Biafrans, yourself, myself, who are witnesses, and over 50 million people who gave the Brgie government their vote for the self-referendum conducted in Finland. It conducted back home and ratified in Finland by over 517 Biafrans. So I appreciate each and every one of you who are here. And we thank the United States Congress for giving us this opportunity, for calling us to hear our voice at this time. It is of utmost importance that the Biafran people in general speak up now to stop the killing, to help the world, to help those who cannot speak for themselves, and the entirety of the people who live in the geographical location known as Nigeria, to regain their freedom. The freedom that we seek today is not just for the Biafran people, but for over 230 million people who exist in a place where they are all in a cave. Most of the people who exist there do not know themselves no more, cannot, for some reason, stand up and defend themselves. Of course, we know fear is part of terrorism. With me here are fellow Biafrans who are witnesses to the ongoing genocide in my land, Biafra. The ongoing genocide is a continuation of 1967 to 70, as we all have heard the acting Prime Minister of Brgie speak to us who are Biafrans and to the rest of the world who are listening. So I would like to ask my brothers and my sisters a few questions so that in their own words they can explain to the rest of the world, those who are watching, and to the congressmen and women who have given us this opportunity, who I'm sure would hear everything that we are saying here today, either today or tomorrow or in the nearest future. And whatever we say here will help them make decisions quick and act fast to save lives of Biafra, to save lives of women, children, and even unborn. Because in our case, we lose children in the mother's wombs due to Nigerian terrorism. Now, first of all, I would like to call on my sister, who is a witness, Love Akobondo. I would like to ask you, Love Akobondo, how would you describe the persecution and marginalization of Biafrans from your own personal observation and experience? What are the root causes of this genocide?
Good afternoon. Thank you for the Brgie government. Thank you, the acting Prime Minister and your staff. And I also thank the Congress, American Congress, for giving us this opportunity. I'm going to say what I received as information from those who witnessed those incidents, because I wasn't there at the time. From there, that will lead into what is happening and still happening, unless we put a stop to it. You see, the marginalization has a long-standing history, stemming from the so-called colonization. From the time those people showed up in the shores of Biafra, the Bight of Biafra, there hasn't been peace. Each time they bring up a situation that is not acceptable to our people, the Biafrans, we object it because we already had democracy before they showed up. We were living in organized society in every ramification before they showed up. So when they showed up and want to alter who we are, change us to benefit them, we said no. Instead of dialoguing with us, they come up with aggression. This has been going on through the Edumake warriors after the fall of Arab Kingdom. Our people regrouped, defending themselves, defending their land, defending their culture, defending who they are as a people. They were met with killing, because that's the only thing to understand. They don't understand dialogue. From there, it moved to the time of taxation that was totally unacceptable, and our great-grandmothers came up to protest, simple protest. They did not kill anybody, they did not destroy anything, they were just protesting because one of the useless people, it is not today we begin to have a flavors in our society. A man called, and I'm going to call him by name, and I wish his generation will get to hear it so they can be ashamed of their grandfather. Chief Okuk from Oloko was the warrant chief who delivered that message of taxation. And after they had finished taxing our fathers, they came up with our mothers. And our mothers said no. What did they do? They turned out, killed some of them. To glorify their action, they termed it Aba Women Riot, which is a false thing. From there, when they discovered coal in Enugu, again, to their interest, poor working condition, our fathers protested for a better wages, a better working condition. What did they get? Bullets. They massacred the men. That was the coal mining massacre. It did not stop there. Each step of the way is aggression, no discussion. The good thing is, we are not the people you can just walk over. It's not going to happen. It's not yesterday, it's not today, it's not going to be all the tomorrows to come, because we are Biafrans, madam. No two ways about to take it or drop it. We're going to fight to the last man standing. Now, it did not stop there. It continues. The same marginalization, the same wickedness in all form and shape. Fast forward to the so-called flag independence. What did we get? The 1966 pogrom. I have a sister-in-law who lost her father to 1966 pogrom. Move forward, 1967, the so-called genocidal war, which the world refused to acknowledge. The thing sweeping it under the carpet is going to make a difference. It's going to escalate, and it's escalating. We have no apologies to anybody. Biafra must be free. Okay?
Thank you so much, my sister Love. You heard it all? Now, I will ask another question to another sister of mine, Ms. Nonye Chima, sorry. We know how the United States government categorizes certain countries as state sponsors of terror. How do you rank Nigeria given their killing of Biafrans? And should the U.S. government designate Nigeria as a state sponsor of terror?
Thank you very much for that question. First of all, I just want to thank Honorables Jim Moran and Elias Terasulis and the U.S. Congress for giving us the opportunity to inform the world of what has been going on in Biafra land for decades. So for the question, these are some of the reasons why the United States government should designate Nigeria as a terror organization. One, between 2015 to 2016, Amnesty International reported that Nigerian security forces killed over 1,500 IPOB protesters in cold blood. Remember, they didn't have any weapons. They were just exercising their rights as citizens. And in 2017, there was what they called Operation Python Dance, which targeted the Southeast residents who are Biafrans, with soldiers invading communities, shooting civilians, and committing extrajudicial killings, which led to about 28 young men and women in our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house. Thirdly, from 2021 to 2023, Amnesty International also documented over 1844 killings in Biafra land, including unlawful executions, torture, and enforced disappearances by security forces. And one might ask whether these killings or these killers have been apprehended and brought to justice, and the answer is no. No one has been held accountable for these killings. In fact, when locals apprehend any of the killers, there is always an order to free them. Up till today, the killings continue, and the painful thing is the fact that Biafrans are killed simply because we are Christians, simply because of the crude oil in Biafra land, and because they want to Islamize us by force, which we are resisting. So I call on the global community to pay attention to what's going on in Biafra land and elsewhere where there is a genocide going on. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. That's what we expect from every Biafran to always carry in their heart. The fact that our people are dying every day. Now, I want to ask my brother Emmanuel Ugo, how would you describe the hatred of Biafrans or Igbos within the Nigerian by the political establishment, which has traditionally been controlled by the Muslim North? Would you say this is an important part of why there is support for the Biafran independence movement?
Thank you all. When we talk about Biafran hatred, the hatred of Biafrans in Nigeria by the political establishment. That goes deeper. Some of us came into this world and we live with this hatred, and we keep asking ourselves, why? Why us? What have we done? Hearing after everything we have gone through. The hatred runs deep in the Nigerian establishment, in their blood, both the political establishment and people from other parts of the country. We see this hatred every day. We have this economic jihad that has been going on. Our businesses are being born in Lagos, in the north. We are not allowed to scale when it comes to political positions as in the presidency of the country. And now we are seeking for Biafra. We want to be on our own so that we can be able to live in peace without facing this hatred every day. The Fulani Caliphate are the ones controlling Nigeria. And with this economic jihad, they have continued to display this economic jihad on the Biafrans, day in, day out, in every aspect of life. And we are tired of it. And we say this is the reason why over 80 million Biafrans, over 50 million Biafrans voted for the Biafra self-referendum, because they themselves are tired of the hatred. Every one of us can see it, even the young ones. And that is why there is maximum support for Biafra, so that we can have our own independent state and live in accordance with our own values. So that's what I will say about that. Thank you.
My brother Chima John, for those amongst you who lived during the first Biafra Civil War, it's called a civil war, but we know it's a genocidal war against the Biafran people, 1967 to 1970. Please, describe your experience. I know you might not know, but I know you have people who have told you stories. I see you're very much younger than 1967. So describe your experience and how you would compare the Biafran independence movement in the 1960s compared to now. And what do you wish the United States government to do regarding the issues of Biafra?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I want to thank the U.S. Congress for the opportunity that we have today to be at the Capitol for this hearing regarding Biafra. Some of us were not born in the war, but we have heard, we have read about all the atrocities that happened against Biafrans and against the Igbos during the war. We saw that Biafra land was completely destroyed by the Nigerian state in collusion with its Western allies and the Soviets. They destroyed schools, they destroyed the infrastructure. And while we're growing up, every part of Nigeria was designated as educational industry. And these are places where there were no bombs, where there was no destruction. But in Biafra land, in the Igbo land in particular, Igbos were never designated as educational industry education. And we know what happened during the Civil War. One of the things that happened was the total blockade of Biafra land, and which led to the death of over 3 million people and the starvation of over 1 million children. I'm sure that the world saw some of those pictures, gory pictures of partial children because of the starvation. And that led to people like Bruce Merrill, an American student from Columbia, to set himself ablaze in front of the United Nations Bureau. People like Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, saw what happened in Biafra and swore not to step his foot inside the church. And he said, how can the world open their eyes and saw this happen to humans or so-called fellow Christians and never did anything because of oil and hatred and theft, to put it literally. We saw all that. The Nigerian state, as part of the plot to put Biafrans down, and the Igbos in particular, they made sure that after the war, that every Igbo person or Biafran received only 20 pounds to start life from the beginning. And the Igbos and the Biafrans were the richest in that country at that time. It was designed, according to one of Nigeria's recent presidents, that it was designed to make Biafrans poor for over 200 years and become subservient to other ethnic groups. At the end of the day, today, Biafrans are not only successful, but they have reason to say that the only thing that will make us safe to actualize our economic and political potential and destiny is the creation of an independent state of Biafra, or the restoration of it, so that we can live in peace with our neighbors, so that we can be allies of the West and to our global community, so that we can harness our potential, our intellectual resources, our natural resources. We can harness it to the benefit of not only our own people, but to the world at large. That is what Biafrans seek. And we want the United States as the leaders of the free world to stand up and begin to do what is right by the Biafran people. Begin to do what is right. Because that's something that they're looking for. That's something that they take, that Nigeria gives them. Those oil and gas comes from Biafra land. We can negotiate, we can reach a deal with any country, America in particular, so that we can have our independence, a place we can feel safe, and to live in freedom. Thank you very much.
Just so you know, my mother served in the Red Cross during the war, and my father was equally a soldier during that war. So, just like himself, and like many of us here, have so many stories of what happened and why we need to be free. It's not just because of the resources, but for our children to be able to see tomorrow. Now, I want to call on my brother, our brother, Mazikelo Israel. Mazikelo Israel, please, as we are in the Capitol Hill building, speaking to the United States Congress and to everyone who cares to listen to the Biafran people, I would like to ask, what would you recommend, or what would be your recommendation to the United States government to hold Nigeria accountable and to assist Biafra?
Thank you, Honorable Speakers. Thank you very much, Honorable. First of all, let me thank our great friends, Elias Grasolas, and of course, Honorable Dr. Michael Rubin, who spoke earlier on, and Ogenkere, who has been leading this struggle since our leaders have been incarcerated. I'm talking about Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu. And I want to thank the U.S. Congress for allowing us this opportunity to come here. Again, they are demonstrating that they are the leader of the free world, as against other nations where they don't want to talk about this. As our Honorable Michael Rubin has said, here you are free to talk and nobody will arrest you. And so we are here requesting that U.S. government to come and stop the killings that is going on in Nigeria. We are talking about the genocide that happened 1966 to 1970. Right now, that happened mainly in the southeast. Right now, the entire Nigerian state is a killing zone. It rivals what happened during the Civil War. And so we are pleading with the U.S. Congress to come to quickly, not to delay, by doing these following things: to officially recognize Biafra genocide of 1966 to 1970, which has continued up to today. As our Honorable Minister said, Michael Rubin said, because those who committed the genocide have not been charged, instead they seem to have been congratulated by lifting them to be the presidents of that place. This has empowered them to continue with the genocide. So we are pleading with the U.S. government to live up to their moral standards as the free world leader, to come immediately to this aid of Biafrans. We are also pleading with the U.S. government to condemn immediately, because that will save life, condemn immediately the abuses that is going on there, which is quite obvious. It's not hidden. You have terrorists that are being recognized, giving a peace deal, while those that are speaking the truth to save the country from the killings that is going on are being incarcerated, like Mazen and Kano and Simon Eber. Just yesterday, they agreed on a plea deal with terrorists, a peace deal, and they are walking free. We are asking the U.S. government to invoke the Global Magnitsky Act, identify all those criminals. The Canadian government have declared the political organizations in Nigeria as terrorist organizations. We're asking the U.S. government to go further, identify the individuals themselves, and invoke them and put heavy sanctions on them. That is what we are asking, to further what the Canadian government has already done. We are asking the U.S. government to demand, with immediate effect, to the release of Nnamdi Kanu, a man that has been even acquitted in some of the courts in that Federal Republic of Nigeria. Several courts have discharged him and acquitted him, and in fact requested that the government compensate him. Outside UN have already also requested that he be released immediately. Kenyan government has come out openly to say that he was extraordinarily rendition. He was kidnapped from Kenya. That he should be released, and on no basis should he be tried for anything because of the illegality that they practice on him and abuses. Yet, Nnamdi Kanu is still in prison. Even recently, he asked for him to be allowed to visit the hospital, to go for a hospital treatment, and they rejected it. They rejected that he would not go to the hospital. So we are asking the U.S. Congress to act immediately. We need urgent help. We also ask U.S. Congress to pressure Finland to release Simon Eber. He was doing nothing other than he was worried seeing the decimation of his people. Okay? But that's the only thing we are asking, to pressure Finland government to release Simon Eber. Finally, we asked the U.S. Congress to recognize the referendum that was conducted. 50 million Biafrans voted. If that is not acceptable, then how to help us organize a UN acceptable referendum for Biafrans, and to show that demonstrate that Biafrans are really in need to be freed. And the freedom we're asking for Biafrans is not going to for Biafrans, because it will also free the ordinary people of that country called Nigeria from all the killings that are going on, which is only going to escalate as their 2027 elections continues. These are what we are requesting. Thank you very much.
Just to add one single thing to what he said, something that is very dear to me. I really wish that the United States Congress and the United States government would help us pressure Nigeria. I would like for the genocide that took the life of over 5 million of my people to be recognized. If today we speak about the Holocaust, there is no reason why we shouldn't speak about the death of over 5 million Biafrans. Thank you very much.
And we believe the United States of America will hear
I think you can go back.
Very good videos. You can do videos so that you get everybody. Yes. Oh, man.
I did not jump the bell. They came to kill, extra rendition. Extra rendition. I did not jump your bell. I did not jump your bell. I did not jump it. Yes, I did not jump it. Jump it. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Legos. Like it all gets started.
Like it all gets started. Like it all gets started.
Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me there.
Oh, I saw it.
I saw it. Self-defender. Self-defender.
Yeah, jump it.
I did not jump it. I stand tall, I stand firm to defend myself. I did it, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bell. They came to kill, extra rendition. Extra rendition. I did not jump your bed.
Mommy, you did not jump bell. You did not.
I did not jump your bed.
did not jump bail. I did not jump bail. Yes, I did not jump bail. They came to my house just to kill me, to kill me.
Did not jump bail.
And the Igbo man did not jump bail. Your own Nigerian army just to see me there. Your own court said a defendant did not jump bail. Defendant did not jump bail. I need my witnesses in court to testify in Abuja. Oh, your own court ruling my lord. He did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run. Must not jump your bail. Your own court, my lord, said that he did not jump bail. My lord, my lord, my lord. I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of United Nations.
Extradition from Kenya.
Your own court, my lord, I am dead already, yes, dead already. The only thing that can bring me back is Biafra. This life is meaningless without freedom, real freedom.
Biafra,
African man,
freedom, Igbo nation.
Biafra. Oh, rise up like the rising sun, Nigeria, Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum,
Let them go.
referendum. Now is African man, freedom. Oh, Nigeria, your own court ruling, my lord, my lord. Your own court, my lord, I did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run, real man no jump bail. Why thou prosecute me, my lord? Why persecute an innocent man, my lord? There is God, oh yes, there is God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump bail. Yes, I did not jump bail. Jump bail. Jump bail. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Lekito get style, Lekito get style. Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me dead. Oh, I saw it, I saw it.
I saw you say,
Defender,
self-defender, did not jump bail.
I did not jump bail.
Stand tall and stand firm.
To defend myself, Nigeria, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bail. They came to kill, oh, extra rendition.
Extra rendition.
I did not jump your bail. I did not jump your bail. I did not jump bail. Yeah, I did not jump bail.
Jump bail.
They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Like it all gets style.
Like it all gets style. Like it all gets style.
Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me there.
Oh, I sigh.
I sigh. The defender, self-defender.
Yeah, jump bail.
I did not jump bail. I stand tall, I stand firm. defend myself. Nigeria, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bail. They came to kill Lord. Extra rendition. Extra rendition. I did not jump your bed.
Mommy, you did not jump though. You did not.
Did I jump your bed?
I did not jump it. I did not jump it. Yes, I did not jump it. They came to my house just to kill me, to kill me.
Did not jump it.
And the Igbo man did not jump it. Your own Nigerian army just to see me there. Your own court said that defendant did not jump bail. Defendant did not jump bail. I need my witnesses in court to testify in Abuja. Oh, your own court ruling my lord. He did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run. Not jump your bail. Your own God, man, said that he did not jump bail. My lord, my lord, my lord. I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of United Nations.
Extra rendition from Kenya. Oh.
Your own God, my lord, I am dead already, yes, dead already. The only thing that can bring me back is Biafra. This life is meaningless without freedom, real freedom.
Biafra,
African man,
freedom, Igbo nation.
Biafra. Oh, rise up like the rising sun, Nigeria, Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum,
Let them go.
referendum. Now is African man, freedom. Oh, Nigeria, own court ruling my lord, my lord. Your own court, my lord. I did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run. Real man no jump bail. Why thou prosecute me, my lord? Why persecute an innocent man, my lord? There is God, oh yes, there is a God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump in. Yes, I did not jump in. Jump in. Jump in. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Lagos. Let it all get style. Let it all get style. Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me dead. Oh, I saw it. Defender,
Self-defender, did not jump in.
I did not jump in.
Stand tall, I stand firm.
To defend myself, Nigeria, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bail. They came to kill, oh, extra rendition.
Extra rendition.
I did not jump your bail. I did not bail. Yes, there is God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump bail. Yeah, I did not jump bail. They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Legos. Like it all gets tired.
Like it all gets tired. Like it all gets tired.
Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me there.
Oh, I sigh.
Defender, self-defender. I did not jump in. I stand tall, I stand firm to defend myself. I did obey your own court order. I did not jump the bail. They came to kill Lord. Extra rendition. Extra rendition. I did not jump your bed.
Mommy, you did not jump though. You did not.
Jump your bail.
I did not jump bail. I did not jump bail. Yes, I did not jump bail. They came to my house just to kill me, to kill me.
Did not jump bail.
And the Igbo man did not jump bail. Your own Nigerian army just to see me there. Your own court said a defendant did not jump bail. Defendant did not jump bail. I need my witnesses in court to testify in Abuja. Oh, your own court ruling my lord. He did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run. Not jump your bail. Your own court, my lord, said that he did not jump bail. My lord, my lord, my lord. I don't know why my case should be contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria, Constitution of United Nations.
Extra rendition from Kenya.
Your own court, my lord, I am dead already, yes, dead already. The only thing that can bring me back is Biafra. This life is meaningless without freedom, real freedom.
Biafra.
African man.
Freedom, Igbo nation.
Biafra. Oh, rise up like the rising sun. Nigeria, Nigeria, divide peacefully. Referendum.
Let them go.
Referendum. Now is African man, freedom, oh, Nigeria, your own court ruling, my lord, your own court, my lord, I did not jump bail. Igbo man does not run, real man no jump bail. Why thou prosecute me, my lord, why persecute an innocent man, my lord? There is God, oh yes, there is God. The whole world is watching. I did not jump bail. Yes, I did not jump bail. Jump bail. Jump bail. jump the bill. They came to kill, oh, extra rendition.
Extra rendition.
I did not jump your bill. I did not jump your bill. I did not jump it. Yes, I did not jump it.
Jump it.
They came to my house to kill me, to kill like Legos. Like it all gets started.
Like it all gets tired. Like it all gets tired.
Nigerian army came to kill me, just to see me there.
Oh, I sigh.
It's a defender, self-defender.
We are jumping.
I did not jump it. I stand tall, I stand firm to defend myself. Nigeria, obey your own court order. I did not jump the bill. They came to kill, extra rendition. Extra rendition. I did not jump.